All right, time now for the clubhouse.
Whoa.
Clubhouse.
You see who just walked in?
Jules.
Yeah, she's sporting some fresh slides.
Dude, look at those.
Ones we haven't seen before.
Oh, my.
The blue.
They're new ones? She's got blue Philly slides.
This is
like her 12th pair of Philly slides.
How many Philly slides do you have?
1, 2, 3, 4.
She's got 4 pairs of Philly slides. I have 2 pairs of slides.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Period.
I don't have any.
I got one.
You got one. She's got 4 just Phillies. Do you have any other ones too?
I have a couple other ones that are non-sport.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I have to dress up.
Yeah, she's got the slides.
It's impressive.
It is impressive. Oh my God.
Comfortable.
Oh man, that's impressive.
Her and the bro, always with the dogs out.
Right?
Yeah.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
And the bro, but the bro wears the thong.
They make that slapping noise when you walk with them. Like,
Yeah. Yes. I think they're horrible. And by the way, I don't understand the thong. Right?
I hate that, but I hate anything between my toes.
Yeah, like why would you want that
Yeah.
between your toes? You got the slides. Like that's what I
Picking
like
the
the
toe
slides.
cheese.
Remember, he was hustling the one day he had a bathroom emergency. He was like, slap, 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 slap. He just heard as he
my
ran through
God.
the office.
Isn't that wild?
He loves the thong slides.
By the way, the breaking news: the
chanclas.
Padres, Tucupita Marcano. You might have seen his in the box score. Marcano, Marcano.
Okay.
He lifetime ban for betting on baseball.
You see the rest of that story? Jose Rodriguez of the Phillies? He gets banned for a year. The guy made $749 in wagers. Is that worth risking a year of development?
Is that unbelievable?
Like, come on. I mean, I know they don't get paid anything, but
$749.
It's like Porter's brother with the Raptors. He was running a whole Ponzi scheme now. Jeez Louise.
Yes.
I don't get risking the career.
Yeah.
I
seriously.
don't understand it. I don't understand
Just
it.
tarnish your
No.
career.
Yep.
It's crazy. All right, clubhouse time. Best and worst of the evening, and of course, VG's Nugs. There's the man in the box. There's the answer. Look at that.
What's going on?
Look at that. He's ready.
He's an
PGA,
aristocrat.
man. I'm ready.
He is a fancy guy with the PGA Tour hat.
Yeah, he's an aristocrat.
Mm-hmm.
All right, best and worst. Let's go worst of the
Oh,
night.
we're going worst? All right.
Yes, worst of the night. What do you got, JP?
All right, listen. Curious your guys' thoughts on this. All right, I love Dave Dole's moment last night. Big game, right? But I have a little beef with wearing number 35. This is like, wait, we had Oscar Mercado wearing it, Drew Ellis wearing 35. To me personally, like, I don't understand why people are still wearing 35. To me, I think of Cole Hamels. Like, should we not retire this number for Cole Hamels? And I said the same thing too with the longest time with the Birds, because I feel like 36 should not have been worn. I was a big Brian Westbrook guy. He was a big part of those teams as well. But you guys' thoughts on a player like the level of Cole Hamels, and we're giving out the 35 to, David Dole, who got just called up.
I'd say no.
Okay.
I don't fit. I love Cole, but like you got to be Hall of Fame to retire the number.
Okay.
I think we got to be special. I think sometimes we over celebrate. Like, and to me, the retired number has to be the epic figure.
Who would you retire from those teams though? The 08, 09, 10. Jimmy.
6. Howard, right?
I don't know.
You don't do Howard?
I don't know. It's a short period of time. Now it's not his fault,
Right.
because he was
Right.
blocked by Tomey, right? I think Jimmy's epic, and Chase.
Just think of that
You
08
go
World
Chase?
Series,
You
man.
retire?
I mean,
Chase?
Jimmy's a lock, but Chase
I think Chase, yeah.
is close.
I
go
think we
Chase.
tend to overrate Chase a little bit.
I mean, he was an engine, bro.
He was.
He was
Chooch?
an engine.
Trace Utley, you
No,
want
I mean, you
man.
can't go Chooch because then you got to go. Then you have to go Hamels.
It's everybody. Then you got
Fly
Hawaiian.
I got to go Peace before.
Yeah, I mean,
Chooch.
Peace over Chooch,
I'm going
for
Cole.
sure.
But I mean, you said Hall of Fame. Is Chase sniffing the Hall of Fame?
I, mean,
I think
he's
Jimmy's
on the
borderline.
steps. Jimmy's in front of him.
Yes.
So Jimmy to me is the only lock.
Yeah, I'm with you.
And then you could talk. And then to me, Chase would be 2.
Dave P's calling for Reese's number to be retired.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Should have done that last night.
But like that's the difficulty when we talk about retired numbers.
That's a tough team, though. Those,
It's like
those
I
teams,
never would have retired. People were talking about retiring McNabb's number,
that happened too quick. That was my thing.
you know, and I would not have done that.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
5 is a weird number in general in football. Just I don't know, especially for a quarterback. So who cares, you know?
He was.
No, but I
don't
wouldn't
care
have
if I
retired
see
the
5
number.
again.
I just again that number, like you retire a number, you got to be like this epic.
So you don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
we should have retired McNabb's number at all? My problem
No.
was it happened too quickly.
No, I don't think I would not have
Okay.
retired his number. Nope.
All right.
36?
I love B West. I mean, I retired B West number before I retired McNabb's number.
I retired Randall before
So would I.
Donovan's number.
Yeah, I would too.
We give 36 to like some scrubs too. That's what pisses me
Didn't
off.
Corey Clement? Didn't he?
No, he was 30.
He was 30?
But
You want to talk trash on Corey Clement with that catch in the Super Bowl?
Local.
Oh,
No, I'm not
Low
saying
key
anything
bird,
about
man.
it. Just saying, did he have
I
to-
love
yeah, what are you
Corey.
anti?
Come on,
Was that a
bro.
catch,
Anti
though?
Herb? He
Was
does
that a
catch
catch?
down South Street with the windows blasted, windows open. Come on.
So
That's good.
what's your worst?
I mean, I wish I was creative enough to come with something additional, but the playing of that song for me of Reese last night was the worst, and I just can't get past that.
You hate the song.
I hate playing.
hate the
I
song.
do hate the song, but I hated them
but
playing
I'm
it.
trying to figure out: does the song itself trump the hate of the moment?
They've only
Because you hate that
they've
song.
only done it for one other player, and Reese just isn't in that stratosphere for me. He's not a champion, and he's not Chase level. So I think it devalues the moment we had for Chase.
All right.
All right.
All right.
All right. I didn't like the song, but I did like the moment. The amount of tweets I've seen as well. Everyone bringing up the career batting average on Twitter, the 242. Like,
Yeah,
it's about
He's an
the
OBP guy.
Yeah, but it's also like about what he meant to the team. Obviously,
Yeah.
listen,
Yeah,
he didn't have the greatest batting
it's
average.
funny. I told you, I read you know,
Yeah.
a text message from my buddy last night,
Right.
who was like, "Dude, I drove to the airport. What's that about?" You know, and
my
again, it's like the vibes, and I totally understand the vibes. Like, it's like that. That's why Citizens Bank Park is the greatest place in the area.
To all those people saying that, like, where were you with the bat spike? That didn't get you fired up at all?
Oh, that was awesome.
that
Yeah,
got
of
me.
course, you're not human if it didn't get you fired.
Yeah,
up.
like,
I mean, that'll like again, and he was homegrown.
exactly.
And he rolled through it. I mean, I
played through some
again,
trash Phillies teams.
Yeah, like I gotta, like listen. I'm all for it. Like
Because going in
love-
yesterday, you were a little like, it's Reese. Then you got caught up in it last
I
night.
was swept up in it.
Must have been the
swept up.
Benadryl. Benadryl softened you up last night.
Yeah,
Dude.
seriously.
Benadryl got you the Hoskin tie.
Yeah.
I'm on this Benadryl right now. Oh my god, I feel like
Happy cause on the Benadryl.
I stopped at Rite Aid.
Hey.
Yeah, nice.
God, I had to stock up on the allergy stuff.
Did you get the stuff that I told you
I
about?
got all the stuff.
You gotta tell me how it works.
In fact, you know, it's funny. I was like in a mess, right? I texted Jules. I go, Jules, what's that stuff you get? Oh man, no. But going into the essay, I was like, yeah, you know, whatever. I was kind of like,
Yeah.
you know, didn't really care one way or another. I was swept up in it.
Yeah.
I was swept
definitely
up.
happy to see it.
And I
But
always liked Reese.
Yeah.
I thought, listen, there was no place for him because you can't have two DHs. You can't have Schwarber
They have like
Reese.
4 DHs with this squad.
Well, yeah. Especially, but Bryce turns out to be a really good first baseman, the whole thing. So it's, you know, obviously he's got to go. But I actually liked his approach. He was streaky, but he had a great eye, he'd work a count. And I thought they missed him during that run, particularly those games 6 and 7 against Arizona.
Oh, yeah.
yeah, he would have had a big hit one of those games.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
would have
yeah.
turned it around for us.
No, I think he was deserving of this series. I mean, like you said, VG, earlier on in the show, like he didn't get the send-off last year. He was supposed to come
Yeah, that was a
back.
good point.
It was all that talk about the World Series. He never really got that. So this is kind of his send-off from last year is this series. But after this, it's stopped.
Tonight we boo VJ.
No.
I mean,
Give him this series.
he has a
but
home
after
run
Yeah,
on
this
he gets
series.
Kidding, guys. I'm
You
kidding.
get the series. Get
Yeah.
the series. All right. Best.
All right, best. I love this because I love when people who watch the show interact with us. So Nick Santangelo tweeted at us at Anthony L. Gargano. So remember we were talking about relocating the Panthers and the Lightning. Well, he brought up a good topic of discussion. He said that they should move the Panthers and Lightning to either, he gives us some options, Baltimore, Portland, OKC, or Milwaukee. So I ask you guys, any sport, if you guys can have an expansion or relocation, what sport, what city deserves a team today?
I mean, I want Seattle to have a basketball team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's long overdue. That's a good one, too.
Yeah.
Great. The great brand,
I do
Supersonics.
like hockey in Milwaukee.
I
It
agree.
seems
How's
like a
that
town
not-
that should have a hockey
Yeah.
team.
I
Isn't
agree.
Wisconsin big on hockey, too?
Yeah.
Yeah, have they ever had one?
I don't
Not
think
that
so.
I know
I
of.
remember when we were kids at the Cleveland, the Barons.
Yeah.
Mm,
They're-
I don't remember them.
Yeah,
Cleveland Barons.
and the Golden Seals.
Yeah, I remember the Golden
California,
Seals.
Yeah.
yeah. But I don't remember Milwaukee, right?
Milwaukee screams hockey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
you would
I
think.
agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
You would think.
yeah.
Solid
Do some
sports
beer
state, right?
themed team, you know?
Yeah.
Beer theme team.
Yeah, like chuggers. I don't know.
Who would deserve a football team?
That doesn't
NFL
have
team.
one yet.
Ooh, good question.
You know?
I mean, listen, only because I was just there in the fall. Austin loves their football, and obviously Texas is big, and Austin's becoming a
I
very
mean, you're not
big
that far from
metropolitan.
Dallas, though.
I know,
Too
but
many teams.
it's becoming. I mean, did you say the same about California?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not. But Austin's still close to Dallas. It's not that far.
Only
from
because of just the growth and just the football love. That's one that I always look at. But yeah, I mean, I feel like NFL would work in a lot of different, even like the media markets as well.
I'm actually surprised Columbus doesn't have a football team.
We got
with
Cincinnati.
Yeah, no, so Cincinnati's like a small market compared to Columbus. It's odd to me.
Would
Cincinnati.
you be in on them moving to Toronto in Canada?
Yeah.
In the Canadian market.
Yeah, you want
Yeah.
a Canadian team?
Yeah, I think they should.
I think
I'd
it's-
rather
really?
have
Toronto's
it-
huge.
I'd rather go Calgary or Edmonton or cold. than
Yeah, that would be
Toronto.
awesome.
Yeah.
No, I would expand into Canada and have a couple. And then the other thing too is, would you be opposed to having the European division?
No, I'm out on that.
Oh, that's too much travel for the
No.
I
teams.
mean, anything that gives me an excuse to get the peg into Europe, I'm all right with.
A European
Let's go
league.
trying to move them to,
To
London. Yeah, Con.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. It's 6 hours to get to Seattle, it feels like.
Exactly.
What's the
Jeez,
difference?
yeah, that is not a bad point.
All right, what do you got? What's your best?
David Dahl, his interview last night. I got a picture of him. He was just smiling and grinning. He had
He was
never
loving it.
Yeah.
experienced
He was loving it.
anything
like, oh my
like
God,
this.
I'm in Philadelphia.
Yes.
Thank God I'm in Philadelphia.
Yeah, and it's like the greatest moment of his career. I mean, he doesn't have a long
He got
story.
standing
There he is.
ovation.
There he is during the post game.
Look at that.
He was
Look
like
at
that the
that smile.
entire interview. He
Keep-
was
keep
just
me up, guys.
loving life.
Ear to ear.
Yeah. That was
freaking
It was good
cool.
to see him. You know, he had an okay year or two. Struggled
Injuries, right?
Yeah, it's good to see him come back and experience that.
Well, Matt said, he talked about his David Dahl's experience there out in the outfield, and so he was surprised at just like the reaction,
Yeah.
standing ovation, like he's never felt anything like that. And that's
And we
they
talked
talk
about the clubhouse.
vibes.
He had mentioned, I come in, I'm welcomed by everybody. It's like, let's go, help us win.
Just
Yeah,
good
that's
vibes, man.
Schwarber, man.
He
Schwarber's the man.
yes,
I
he
have to
is.
say, man, he's the man. Schwarber is.
He's awesome.
It's been
He's
more
the-
this year that reporters and people inside the clubhouse are saying like Schwarber is the clubhouse guy.
Yeah.
Might
cool.
make a Stubbs expendable.
You could get rid of the
Get my boy
DJ.
Raphael
Yeah.
The
Marchand
house
up here.
DJ. You can't get rid of. All right, VG, time for your nugs.
Yo,
Nugs.
happy National Cheese Day.
Oh man,
About
Cheese
that.
Day?
Yeah. You're not a cheese man? You're going to crap on the cheese?
No, that's
a
all
little
right.
mozzarella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Burrata.
Mozzarella.
Americans, what do you think their favorite cheese is?
It's the
American
craft singles.
cheese.
What is the most popular cheese in America? What do we buy or consume more of?
American
What
cheese.
brand? American cheese
Kraft.
is not in the top 3.
Really?
Really?
Mozzarella.
Really?
It's probably because of pizza. Here's a
Yeah.
pie chart,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
it's mozzarella, then cheddar, then Swiss, then provolone, and
Okay.
then some random other ones.
What's the American cheese?
I don't know. That must be just lumped in with something else.
That's just for breakfast sandwiches.
Good melting cheese.
It is a good melting cheese. That's about it.
I'm a fan of the Swiss.
You like
do
the
like the
Swiss?
Swiss.
I like
I
the
like a
Swiss.
I like the
Swiss.
Swiss.
What,
Yeah.
what are your top 3 power ranking cheeses?
I gotta go mozzarella,
Mm-hmm.
right? Mozzarella. Number
Mozzarella.
one, I would go Swiss too.
Swiss too?
Yeah, I'm a Swiss
Dang.
man.
You're not a
Wow.
pervy guy?
Like on sandwiches, or you just get the block of Swiss, cut it with crackers?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Cut it thick. You know.
Oh, I
Wow.
love that.
Provolone.
This mustard.
You know what? The stinky cheese. I'm scarred from the stinky cheese.
Oh, what happened to you?
The sharp provolone that my mother would send. You know, when you go to school, she would make sandwiches, right? So you would
Send you with
say,
the sharp rove?
yeah, and like when you're in 7th, 8th grade,
Yeah.
you can't eat that. So she would just get mad at me, go, you never, and she would wrap it in this saran wrap, right? And I would like it stunk. Like you can't send a 7th and 8th grader
No.
to school with
No.
the stinky cheese.
No.
Oh man, that's bad.
Stinky.
And like
Nothing.
I wouldn't eat it.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
You can't
Stinky
eat it.
cheese.
I wouldn't
Did you
even
have a-
open the
did you have-
bag
did you have a-
because you would smell.
Was there a fridge or a cooler?
No.
You got cheese
Oh,
sitting out for
sit
like
down.
3-4 hours?
Exactly.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it was hard.
Mom trying to your cubby or
Yeah.
locker.
And then I started, I hate to say it, I would throw it out.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
She would, every day she'd see the casserole with the sharp provolone and the like prosciutto or the salami.
You were throwing this out?
Well, I mean, not all the time.
I know, but like,
I mean,
I get it. Like,
It
because
was
trust me, I
fun.
get it.
I was a child.
That sounds so good, though.
I mean,
want
now,
that now.
like you kidding, right? But back then, I just say, don't, you know, I
You
won't
can't
eat.
open that in the classroom or the lunchroom.
No.
Oh yeah, you're done.
Pack that
It's
on.
bad.
Just say, Mom, no cheese.
right. Yeah,
I'm surprised. I thought you'd go a little fancy with the cheese selections.
I like it. I like all kinds of. I do.
Oh, yeah, I like all cheese, too.
Yeah.
Cheese is great.
All right.
Mbappe, let me know. Is this guy good in soccer?
Oh yeah.
He's like
Even
the
I know
future.
that.
He's the future.
Mbappe and Halana, the future of the
Is
sport.
he one of the best players in the world?
Yeah, he's about to get paid.
He's about to get paid. He's making 16.2 mil average after taxes.
Yeah.
You know
Wow.
who makes more than that? Taiwan Walker.
Oh,
he makes
my.
18 mil a year. Like, come on. Mbappe's not even making Taiwan money. How great can
That's
this kid
wild.
be?
That's
Dude, that's insane.
That's good, VG. That's good.
It's wild, right?
He might not
That
be the
is
best.
wild.
He might not be the best player on that team though.
I will
Vinny
say this
Jr.
year, that front line's gonna be ridiculous.
Vinny Jr. is
Vinicius
really good.
Junior
Yeah.
from Brazil. Ugh, Brazil.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what
Insanely
they're
good.
saying.
I know.
These kids this day with the soccer.
These kids under soccer.
Hey, there's a lot of static and tension and stuff going on about Caitlin Clark and
Oh, man.
the WNBA and who hates her, who doesn't. There's an interesting thing if you look at the stats of the attendance from this weekend. The games without Caitlin Clark, the highest attended was 10,000. The lowest was 3,200. We have like 4,000, 7,000. The games Caitlin Clark played in, 17-2 and 17-4 in attendance. So there's obviously something going on with her in a draw.
Yeah, she's captivated an audience.
Yes.
But I thought it was
Right?
Angel Reese too, VJ.
I mean, I don't know if she played
Oh,
in any
man.
of those games that
No,
didn't
I mean,
draw.
obviously she's a phenomenon. Every once in a while, you know, there's a phenomenon,
Yes.
right? And when it comes to sports, sometimes it has to do with being different, with being whether race will always play a certain part in something interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have now, Tiger was great, but Tiger was interesting because here was someone of color on a white tour, right? Like that's kind of how it works. So this is the reverse in that.
Right.
Also, the fact is she was hyped up in college, right? And she could shoot the ball. So because she was this big draw, of course, people are going to pay attention. She became a phenomenon.
And she
Yeah.
broke like every record.
Yeah,
Oh,
Pistol
yeah.
Pete, like
I
everything.
don't think there's malice in it. I
Yeah.
don't think it has to do with racial malice as much as people are interested in her.
I think what it is with Caitlin Clark, you know, a lot of people like to compare her to Michael Jordan, which I'm not a big fan of. But one thing that is a little bit similar is that Caitlin comes into this league and she's obviously super polarizing with her play, right? I think she is bringing up the play of everybody. Everyone's talking about this rookie class, right? But everyone wants to chase after Caitlin Clark and wants a piece of some of that clout, as we should say, as the young kids would say. So I think Caitlin coming in here is polarized for the fact that everybody wants to be part of it. Kind of like Michael in the early 90s. Everybody wanted to get to Michael's level. Everyone wanted to beat Michael Jordan. I feel like people
I don't
want to
see
beat
any
Caitlin.
similarities, I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
I see
I
no
think people wanna beat her.
I see no similarities. Jordan, the Jordan phenomenon was because he was great. And it didn't happen until he started to win.
He's a dog too.
Were
He's a
people
killer.
targeting him too? Kind of like how she feels right now in the rookie year.
No.
People looking a little physical with Michael.
No, I mean, there was always the Jordan rules came into effect later on, but Michael Jordan wasn't Michael Jordan his rookie year.
It was a
Caitlin's not playing
slam
well
dunk
either.
contest.
Yeah.
As a kid, that was
Yeah.
everyone went to sneakers because of that slam
Yeah.
dunk contest.
But in reality, but he started winning. Remember, he didn't win.
Yeah.
Like the
Like
Pistons.
5 or 6
lost.
years.
I don't see the similarities. And the other thing that's goofy is all of a sudden, like Stephen A. had to come out yesterday and talk about, I was in the beginning of women's sports and all that. Like, well, I don't even know why. And then you have people going, well, no, you weren't. And, now everybody wants to jump on the bandwagon. Well, who cares? She became a phenomenon. So that's why you're garnering the attention.
Yeah.
Without Caitlin Clark, do you think the WNBA is getting the attention it is? Hell no.
Nope.
It's been a big year for them.
So if you're a part of the WNBA, why don't you embrace it?
yeah,
Instead of castigating people, media people for jumping on the bandwagon.
yeah. The gatekeeping's got to
It's the
stop,
most
guys.
ridiculous, short-sighted narrative. Give me a break.
Well, I mean,
Enjoy the sunlight.
yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Because I don't know if it's going to last.
Yeah.
No, but you know what it is, because like I deal with this with the MLS, right? Because look, we need these sports to get popular because of this fact only. I want these players to have long careers. I want them to feed their families as well. The fact that Caitlin Clark, who we are all talking about her being one of the big players, is making like 70, she's gonna make $90,000 a year by year 4. That's nothing to what she's doing for this league right now. So if you continue the popularity, more money's gonna come in. And they're going to get paid the way that they are deserved. That's why the gatekeeping's got to stop, in my opinion.
It's not productive. It doesn't help the sport. It doesn't
does not
help
help the
anything.
sport.
Anything that's being gatekeeped in life.
And
is
let's
just
not use the word deserve. All right. The market dictates salary.
It's fair.
Right.
That's fair.
That's what you only deserve what you get paid with what the market dictates. If the market dictates that they're generating X amount of revenue, then you deserve a piece of that revenue.
Okay.
It's like we talked about with at Nebraska, right? Like we had Sean Patton, who's the GM. Well, college football kids deserve to get paid, right? Because the exorbitant amount of TV contracts that come their way to college football, those kids deserve a piece of it. It's the same thing. If the WNBA or any other sport, MLS, only gets X amount, then you only get X amount because that's what it's generating.
We'll have Vince later on here give us the numbers of the popularity of WNBA.
Resident WNBA
I know.
expert.
I know.
Hey, you'll like this. Justin Fields, he put out a little Instagram photo of him in Steelers gear. And I'm a little confused. What are these pants he's wearing? They're like softball.
Oh, the short
They're like
shorts are coming off.
softball.
Can we talk about the
softball coach
pants?
shorts with pads in them.
Oh my God.
Can we get a cup? Can we get a cup going in those pants too? Because there's a lot of revealing happening in those pants.
Are you a fan of this look?
That's a lot of revealing.
No. What is going on?
my
It's
God.
Hoochie Daddy short season, boys.
Yeah.
What in the world is that?
I mean,
Put it away.
showing off the big thighs, but is that an official Pittsburgh football pant they're wearing for
Wait,
training
that's a
camp
good
or
point.
for the season? They're shorts with thigh pads in them.
I gotta.
I do
my.
personally like the short pants. I do like that, but come on, man, put a cup on.
Don't you want to
Wait,
put
wait, you
needs it.
like the short pants?
I like the short pants. I think it looks good.
Man.
You were, yeah.
I like that.
Don't you have to wear knee pads though? Right?
I would think I'd want my knees protected from plastic of helmets and
Oh,
shoulder
it's just an
pads. I would
NFL
think.
logo on the side there.
But couldn't you
Wow.
put the pad like in the whatever he's wearing underneath?
Yeah, we know Fraser's triggered by this lack of cup action.
know.
He's obsessed with the junk of Justin Fields
junk.
here. Like what's happening?
That's good. That was good, VJ.
Oh, man.
Oh man, dude.
So we heard you the third time.
Yeah, we are.
No, I'm
Fraser,
talking about the knee pads.
Hold on, let me
No,
zoom
no,
in on the
no,
midsection
no,
here
no,
for
no,
Fraser.
knee pads.
I'm talking about no junk there.
Man, a cup.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
come on.
fabulous.
Cup it up.
All right.
Cup it up.
Speaking of weird things, man, you ever hear of a pizza? I can't even say it without
Pizza.
You're gonna love
like a
this,
foot
dude.
fetish.
man, there's pineapple pizza. How about a pizza
cuz.
shaped like a foot?
Guys,
It's Jamie's
with
feet
some
and
extra
thongs.
stinky cheese on it.
They did that to the pizza.
What are they doing? Why are they killing a freaking pizza? A pizza.
A pizza.
Are you gotta be kidding me? Why would you possibly invent that?
That's definitely German. You can tell by the
By what?
the title.
By the Funyuns?
Krampus und Papa Wolf und Krampus
Ooh, the
und.
pizza.
Tell the Germans to stay away from
Take
pizza.
a bite of that.
There's a
All
German
right.
feet.
Take a bite.
Hey, at least there's no pineapple on it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so I think you just search on
No.
Twitter if you can't see his pizza, FETCA. Should pop up.
Pizza.
Terrible.
Oh my god!
Oh my god.
That is
Oh, man.
brutal.
The pizza.
Man.
Talk about sticky cheese. Oh my
Stinky
god!
little sharp probe on there.
Oh
yeah.
my god!
I don't make your day.
All right, well,
But you have it back in the day.
I do have a back in the day. I
Yeah.
got one more plus a back in the day. You want to do back in the day now?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
So Reese, when he came on first called up, he had 11 home runs in his first 18 games, which tied a Major League Baseball record.
Wow.
And no player in MLB history has reached 9, 10, or 11 home runs faster than Reese Hoskins.
Wow, I remember.
Take
Remember? That's
He's on
wild.
a
By the way,
tear.
that's a great back in the day moment.
That's awesome.
Back in the day moment brought to you by Rite Aid. Find all your favorite goods from the store nearest you. Did you remember when he was
on
out of his
fire
mind
when he
on
came
fire,
out.
yeah.
It was
Cue the
wild.
song.
It was wild.
Cue the song, BG.
Ah, Calvin Harris. All right, before we get out of here, there's hope for everyone. A lady in hospice, she passed away. They put her to the funeral home, and they found her breathing as they started to work on her at the funeral home.
Oh my God! What?
She was 74 years old. Hospice patient, 74, thought to be dead, found alive in a funeral home. This is
terrible,
this is in the New York
man.
Post today. Wild, right?
Oh my
imagine?
God! She was breathing. Could
Yeah,
you
they gave her
imagine?
CPR, and like she's alive and at the hospital now.
She's alive.
She was just
Yeah,
taking a longer nap than usual.
Yes, she's alive
Oh
now.
my God!
That'd be
That's
scary
wild.
shit.
Yeah.
Man.
There's
Oh
always
my
stories
God.
that come out like that. Like you're at a
Yeah.
funeral and then you
Yeah.
hear like banging on, it's like,
Yeah. Oh my God! It's your worst nightmare.
who's working on these people?
Yeah.
Like, come on, man, double check.
Uncle Patty, I thought you were dead.
Talk about that. Talk about freaking you out on the side of you.
Pops open. Like,
Oh
what?
my God! It's insane.
Provolone
good.
John. Now at Little Caesars. Pizza.
Oh man.
$5 only.
Pizza.
That does sound like a Little Caesar's
That's
pizza.
terrible. I know. That's
Pizza,
funny.
pizza.
I know.
They give you the
Pizza,
marinara. They give you the marinara for the toes.
Oh man.
That's horrible.
All right, that's all I got.
We all silly like the mayor.